Okay. Yeah.
G'day everyone. Firstly, thanks for joining us. We are on a bit of a time crunch, so we'll try and get through this as quick as we can. If you have got a message or you want to ask a question, please leave it in the chat bar and I'll just ask you to come forward one at a time. We've got Sophie Devine here from the Scorchers up first. We are still waiting on our Brisbane Heat player, but hopefully they're not too far off. And this, just to let you know, this has been recorded and will be cut and distributed immediately after the conference. So please let me know if you've got a question and we'll get going. Cool. Andrew, if you'd like to kick us off, please do.
Thanks. Hi, Sophie. I'm sorry there's a bit of a background noise in the room I'm in, but just how short did you think you were with the bat today for a match-winning total?
Yeah, look, I think at the start of the day, we know how high scoring this ground is, so we would have liked to have at least probably up to 160, 170. We learned that a slow outfield rain around it, look, we would have been happy with maybe 150. So yeah, look, definitely probably 20 or 30 short today. Was
it quite a difficult pitch to start on when you and Beth got out? It seemed quite tricky for Amy and Nicole to quite kick on.
Yeah, exactly that. I think it was, and we even saw it with Grace's innings that she took a wee while to get going, but once she was in, she was able to capitalise. So certainly maybe a little bit hard to start on, and that's why you probably need to, make the most of it once you've got yourself in.
I know it's come in defeat, but is it nice to get a new partnership of running with a half-century stand between yourself and Beth?
Yeah, like it was really nice. I think there's obviously been a bit of talk, and we're really conscious of it. We just wanted to go out there and we're getting together. It was great to finally get out there and be on her side, and nice to sort of lay a bit of a platform for the team. But like I mentioned just before, I think for us it's about kicking on now.
Thanks, Sophie.
Yes.
Thanks, Andrew. Any other questions?
Hey, Sophie. Lachlan here from Sporting News. Just thoughts on Sarah Glenn's debut. She looked really fantastic in the orange and bowled really well.
Yeah, she did. I thought she did a great job. I thought on this wicket she was difficult to handle. I thought she skidded the ball on really well and challenged the bat, and that's certainly what her role is going to be, is be attacking it and take wickets. So look, I think she'll be really happy with it. I know we certainly are. I think she's a great addition to this team, and she's certainly going to pick up a lot of wickets in this tournament.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Lockie. We'll go to Laura Jolly, please.
So it's not awkward to talk to you. How hard was it fielding out there in that second innings with the rain coming down?
Oh yeah, look, it wasn't ideal. I think it was rain around. We knew that all day. So for us, it's about coming up with ideas and ways to combat that, whether it's with the towel or trying to keep the seam as dry as possible. But look, it was the same for both teams, so no excuses here.
And that ball you got out to looked pretty close to waist high. How close did you think it was?
Yeah, I'm not commenting on that because look, it's cricket. Some go your way, some don't. So disappointing to get out. But look, I thought we laid a great platform for the rest of the batters to come in and score at a good rate.
And these back-to-back games, are they a good chance to just quickly put this behind you and move on? Yeah,
exactly that. I think for us, we'll debrief and go over it, but we don't have much time to move on to the next game, which I think is probably a good thing for us, being able to get back out in the park, back on the horse, and hopefully get that first win on the table.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Great, thanks so much, everyone. Just hold 1 second. Sophie will jump out, and I believe Grace Harris will jump in. Thanks, Sophie.
Oh, is it good?
That's you. Yeah. I think so.
Hello.
Cool. Same process. If anyone's ready and got a question for Grace, we'll kick it off.
I'm happy to start again, guys. Andrew from Quick Info here. Hi, Grace. Well played today. Speaking to your captain in the few days leading up to this tournament, Jess spoke about you taking on a bit more responsibility with the bat this season. Is that something you and her have spoken about? Is it nice to make such a convincing start then in that role?
Yeah, so I think it's just about batting a little bit smarter in that middle order, and I think with the structure of our team, that's probably going to set us up the best to be successful over a longer period of time. And as you saw today, I definitely struggled at the start to get off strike, but in the past, I probably would have just kind of panicked a little bit there and either run past one or just had a crack at one or tried to go large too early and probably not to the ball. And I thought that Pommy spinner Glenn bowled very well to me early. She changed the pace really well. She bowled a really tight line, made it hard for me to get away. And then HG bowled nice under the bat Yorkers there early. And so I just had to stay a little bit patient out there, chatting with Georgia Redmayne in the middle and just try not to panic. And yeah, I know that I've got the ability to catch up. So it's just about finding that now.
Has that been the key for you? Is it a mindset change and trusting yourself that you have the ability to catch up? I think you were 10 off 18 balls today, and you then sped past kind of 50 off 30 odd.
Yeah. It definitely is a mindset change for me, and a little bit of a change of role, I guess, as well. So if I was playing up front, I was generally told just to go out and have a good crack and try and get ahead of the game as quickly as I could up the top. With only 2 out, really try and capitalise on that on the power play. Now that I'm sitting in that middle order role, the 4 already out, so it's about trying to get in and go deep in the innings. If I come in just outside the power play, try and really hang around until at least the 16th over and then see what I can get to, and hopefully we'll set really just big totals across the season.
Thanks, Grace. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Would anyone else like to jump in? Laura Jolly?
Grace, I know JJ has talked about you maybe finding more maturity in the way you're playing or making better decisions. Is that something you've consciously worked on?
Yeah, Laura definitely is something that I've worked on in the off season, and I've found that it's really just working for me, the game plan that I've got. And I know, again, I can catch up. It doesn't matter how many dot balls I have. It's not ideal, and you obviously want to try and rotate strike as early as possible, especially with 4 out. You want to be hitting sweepers hard and getting as many runs on the board as possible. But in situations like today where I struggled early, it's definitely just remaining in a kind of calm mindset. And I've been watching a lot of MS Dhoni's innings, really. I took a bit of inspiration from him. He's a fantastic finisher of the game, and he might get behind, but at the end of the game, they win games, and he's ahead of the count, and he really takes the game away from the opposition. So I'm definitely hoping to do something similar to that, and even just watching those types of players, they're pretty cool, pretty good.
Can you just tell us what's happening with your eye?
The shiner. Well, I might have been mucking around in the hub on the golf simulator, and I know that I've shut it down, so I apologise to everybody in the hub. It's because of me, but I middled a ball on a drive, and I didn't really get a chance to look up before it rebounded off the net and snotted me in the face. So I thought I was hard done by not to end up on the fairway. It showed me in the water, and I don't think that was the right trajectory of the ball. I think it should have been fair on the green, maybe about 170 metres down the golf course. But no, I ended up with a black eye, and it's still coming out a little bit. It's still a bit swollen, so it should blacken over the next couple of days, and then I'm good to go.
And with a few people talking about players leaving the heat and perhaps you guys not being the favourites this season, is it satisfying to come out and knock off the Scorchers game 1?
Well, see, as a team, we actually haven't really been reading much into the hype. We just love the chat, and we love the way that the Big Bash, the actual competition itself. So we want to go out and we want to win all of them. So it is good to get that first win on the board's always crucial. It might settle a bit of nerves amongst the younger ones in the squad. And at the moment, I think we just got a lot of girls that are playing really good, smart cricket, and we back our depth, and we definitely back our bowlers just to execute their game plan. So it's not so much, we don't really look at who's definitely going to win the comp, or, you know, we don't read too much into that kind of hype. We just try and prepare as best we can for the game that we've got coming up. So the next one's against the Renegades, obviously. So we'll shelf this one and, you know, have a good crack at the Renegades, and it should be fun, and try and enjoy it as much as we can. No worries.
Great. Thank you, Laura. Lockie, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, thanks, Pat. Grace, I thought in that first innings, the ground fielding of the Heat looked really impressive. And obviously, Georgia Pressbridge with 2 incredible efforts, obviously, to run out Moons and that great catch out in the deep. Is that something you guys have worked on a lot heading into this season?
Well, coming from the beautiful country in Queensland, and the state itself is absolutely awesome. And Brisbane weather just throws us up a really good climate for year round. We can train outdoors. We've got access to turf nets often. So we really do work hard on our ground fielding. Lately, we've been working with a baseball coach to, you know, their outfielding in a baseball is a bit different to cricket, but they've got gun arms. And so we've been really trying to pick the brains of a baseball coach on how we can throw better, how we can read off the bat better, ground balls, aerial balls. And he's just been really good about teaching us running direct lines to balls as well. And, you know, we're just really happy with how we're going. And it's definitely something that we consciously work on. And to think we walked off the field and we were actually disappointed with our fielding today. We thought there was probably some fumbles there and easy, like drop and runs that we probably allowed in other games. We'll need to be onto that a bit quicker and really try and shut down that circle, especially with sweepers out behind your fielder in the circle. So we're hoping that there's big areas to improve across the board, really, with bowling, fielding and batting. We can definitely get better. So it was good to get a win, not playing our best.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. If there are no more questions, we'll leave it there. No more? Awesome, Gracie. We'll wrap it up there. And again, this will be packaged up and sent out to everyone. So thanks very much for your time. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
That golf ball really hard because when I hit them, they're not bouncing back at me.